Breakfast Club, bitches.
You're a donkey.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, November 8th goes to Rebel Wilson. Now, I apologize. I wanted to get to Rebel earlier this week, but I had bigger fish to fry with elections and whatnot. But the fish has been fried, and now we have moved on, and we will scramble the human Twitter egg that is Rebel Wilson. Now, here's the thing about culturally clueless people. You are clueless to anything outside of your own culture, outside of the bubble that you choose to live in. You aren't aware of other people, other places, other things, other than what you know. And what you tend to learn the hard way as a culturally clueless person is that the world doesn't revolve around you. All right, Rebel Wilson learned that the hard way when she appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show to discuss her upcoming film, Isn't It Romantic? She made some claims that simply weren't true. Let's listen to what Rebel had to say on Ellen.
And also, I'm kind of proud to be the first ever plus-size girl to be the star of the romantic comedy.
Okay. This is the beauty of the era we live in. When people make inaccurate statements, they get checked in real time via social media. A Caucasian comrade, Twitter name @halfapintdog, tweeted, "I love Rebel Wilson as much as the next girl, but she isn't the first plus-size woman to play the lead in a romantic comedy. Queen Latifah and Monique have both played rom-com leads." Now, instead of listening with the intent to understand, Rebel was clearly listening with the intent to reply, because instead of using her Googles, just simply doing her Googles and simply searching Queen Latifah romantic comedy, I'm sure The Last Holiday, which came out in 2006, would have popped up. Just Right from 2010 would have popped up. Monique romantic comedy, Fat Girls, 2006 would have popped up. Instead of doing her Googles, Rebel decided to double down on her cultural cluelessness and say, "Hey, girl, yeah, of course I know these movies, but it was questionable as to whether, one, technically those actresses were plus size when filming those movies." Huh? Queen Latifah and Monique? Or two, technically, those films are categorized, billed as a studio rom-com with a sole lead, so there's a slight gray area.
Where did you hear this technically from?
I don't know. See, what makes you stupid isn't what you don't know. It's what you don't want to learn. And this is the issue with entitlement and privilege. See, when you're a minority, you kind of have to know what everyone else is doing and what everyone else got going on simply as a method of survival. In order to navigate your way through the world, you got to know about others. Rebel don't have to do that, okay? That's why it's easy for them to minimize our accomplishments or act like our accomplishments don't exist. But this is the same country that had the 3/5 compromise, okay? They count 3 out of every 5 slaves as a person for this purpose, okay? See, there wasn't another plus-size black actress for Rebel to add with Monique and Queen Latifah. If there was, she would have acknowledged that it was at least one other plus-size black actress who came before her. I know Rebel is Australian, and that's an American thing, but it doesn't take you long once you get here to realize the ways of the land. And whether Rebel knows this or not, this is a classic example of being a colonizer, right? Acting like you discovered land that we already conquered. Now, Rebel did apologize. She tweeted, "With the help of some very compassionate and well-thought-out responses from others on social media, I now realize what I said was not only wrong, but also incredibly hurtful. To be a part of a problem, I was helping make it better, but that makes it that much more embarrassing and hard to acknowledge. I blocked people on Twitter because I was hurting from criticism. As an Australian woman, I don't like being called Piggy Azalea, but those are the people I actually need to hear from more, not less. Again, I am deeply sorry." Okay, Rebel. It's that simple. All right? Nice apology, cool. Just don't be the Christopher Columbus of plus-size actresses. Pay homage to those who came before you. It's not hard. Let Kathy Griffin handle my white light work.
You all right?
Please give this giant jar of mail the biggest hee-haw.
You all right over there?
Charlamagne the God here, and today's Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey and call my friend Michael if you've been hurt in a construction accident. 212-962-1020. That's 212-962-1020. Don't be a donkey.